Before we jump into this episode, I want to invite you to join our community to help you become a better steward, scale to billions, and ultimately give more or all of it away. All I want you to do is to click the subscribe button right now. I love your support. It's incredible to see your comments, and we're just getting started. I can't wait to go on this journey with you. Thank you so much for subscribing. It means the world to me. Welcome to the Build to Millions podcast, where we guide successful entrepreneurs and investors on their journey from millions to billions. And we believe that the key to scaling your wealth and compounding your impact is by practicing every single day a mindset of stewardship over ownership and applying billionaire biblical principles. Our ultimate goal is to help you grow your business and ultimately exit in a really big way to make a huge impact, and also do that along the way. And in fact, our next guest, it couldn't be more spot on for exactly what you're going to want to hear today. We're going to be talking about stewarding your business exit and some of the best practices to make sure you're doing this to maximize value and make a big impact. In fact, every single episode, we're trying to bring on the best entrepreneurs, millionaires, and billionaires to share their top secrets and wisdom. And our next guest is not going to be an exception, because he has been in this MA business advisory consulting world for a long time. And he has tremendous amount of experience. He's out of the Kansas City area. And he's with Raincatcher, and raincatcher.com is where you can find him. Please welcome to the show with me, Cameron Bishop. Cam, how are you doing today?
Thanks for having me on.
Absolutely. And for listeners, get to know you for the first time, maybe give us a little bit more about your story and now your current focus.
Yeah, quick 25-cent version of my story. It's an unusual path. Started my career as an ad copywriter in a media company. That media company was sold by a major Fortune 100 to a major Fortune 100, and that company said, "Hey, we like your business. We want you to go buy companies." They didn't tell us how to do it. It was like taking a 6-month-old baby, dropping it in a pool, and saying, "Swim." They had the money, and we had the manpower, so we started buying. And you rapidly get a PhD in company acquisitions in that process. So over the years, helped build a company from 7 million revenue to 400 million. Ran that company for the last couple of years. Went out, started my own company with private equity backing from JP Morgan Chase Bank's private equity group. Built another company from my kitchen table to about 120 million in revenue. Then did a small turnaround and consulted as an exit and transition planning consultant for about 5 years. Did a 3-year turnaround on a $60 million 501c3 and said, what do I want to do less? I had acquired about 50 companies, sold another 20, and I said, I like the M&A space. Found Raincatcher, which is a great firm, what we call a lower middle market investment bank. So kind of companies that the big banks don't want to touch because they're not big enough. So our clients are in about any industry you can think of, generally about 2 million in EBITDA to generally about 10 million. So that's a real sweet spot that is underserved by the big banks, and most of those are too big to be well represented by a traditional Main Street business broker.
Perfect, Cam. This is fantastic, and love the background. Before we dive into the best practices to steward your business exit, I want to take one other step back. I believe we'd all be given certain gifts, and these gifts have been given to us by God to be a blessing and help to others. Some people call them strengths, some people call them superpowers. I'm curious, what would you feel is like your 1 or 2 gifts that you were given, and how does that help how you bless people today?
Yeah. So big part of an investment banker, everybody thinks it's about all dollars, numbers, percentages, contract negotiations, etc. But about 50% of my job on a general basis is what I refer to as Dr. Phil work. Selling a company for business owners is an extremely stressful, emotional process. And I feel like over the years running companies and having to lead and manage people and motivate people and create vision, you really learn how to deal with people. And most importantly, you learn how to be an excellent listener and read people. And that's a critical part of what we do in the M&A world today. Besides advising our clients on whether it's valuation or proper deal structure, we spent a lot of time with them personally.
So if you like this little short clip of the interview I just did, click over here to watch the full interview. And please don't forget to subscribe. Thanks so much, everybody.